Welcome back to stage 2 of our Chimps playthrough in Rogue Legends, the latest DLC in BTE6. And guys, we have a very fun stage actually coming up because we got lucky. This entire run has been kind of unlucky so far in stage 1 because if I show you guys my artifacts, you're gonna see that we're playing mainly off of this first legendary that we actually brought from the start. And this is the Essence of Fates, which we got from defeating the stage 1 boss. Everything else is mainly a common one with the exception of Too Many Cooks, which we upgraded. Then we got this one from a chest, I think it was. So we don't exactly have a strategy going. We are buffing military monkeys a lot. Our hero is Churchill, and this is the party that we currently have. And the idea for this one is just to play off of the legendaries because our setup still doesn't have like a character, right? We need to go into one direction, and that's going to be determined by the legendary ones actually that we're going to find throughout this stage. So look at this thing. We have one single legendary balloon encounter right here, and then towards the end there's a legendary shop. So we know exactly which path we're going to be taking. We're going to go like this. We're going to hit a mini boss, a couple of campfires, this legendary balloon encounter, one shop, one campfire, one free chest, and then one more legendary at the back. Alright, so let's hit start and let's see what the boss is. Hopefully Dread Bloon, honestly. Oh, that looks like Bloonarius. Yep. Alright, Essence of Bloonarius is actually really good as well. So let's see what we can make happen at this first campfire. Alright, so a bunch of common artifacts. So if we were to enhance something, what would it be? I like this one a little bit because I haven't tried the subs yet. When you upgrade the corrosive torpedoes, it goes from Bloon Dissolver Acid, it goes to Bloon Liquefire Acid. So the legendary one is gonna be Solver, right? That sounds like really fun. If we were to mentor something, what would we mentor actually? Probably either something like a 200 village to just start with the jungle drums, or get the alchemist upgrade. And then if we were to recruit something, let's actually see what the choices are, and then we're gonna make a decision. Oh, I see a 020 sub, which we can kind of make work with the corrosive torpedoes one. Let me just do a reroll real quick. Oh, this one's even better. 220 on the sub, or a beast handler, which we can make into the millipede dinosaur. Ooh, what do we take? All right, you know what? I'm gonna play off of the corrosive darts a little bit. So let's try that one. I'm gonna get a 220 sub. Let's select this one, and I think I'm gonna show you guys actually the next campfire in which I'm gonna probably enhance the artifact, which this corrosive torpedo darts one, right? Which is gonna give us Bloon Liquefire Acid. So these first few encounters are kind of easy, like 5 rounds in total. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in a second at the campfire. Alright, so encounter number 1, and not too difficult, only rounds 9 to 14. So we're just breezing through this one, and I cannot wait to upgrade this corrosive torpedo darts one. This is gonna be fun. I've never tried this, by the way. This is my first time trying it. So let's enhance this artifact. Go like this. Find it where it is. Alright, look at this thing. So adds a Bloon Liquefire Acid, and then it gives you a 021 monkey sub. It's always the wrong crosspad, by the way. It always works like this with these artifacts, but thankfully we recruited the correct insta monkey, so we're fine. We don't actually care. And let's see how good this thing is. So this should have the Liquefire Acid, plus it's gonna have, oh, this is melting everything, right? Plus it has the plutonium reactor on it. So oh yeah, this is so good. I wish we could just get the legendary one. It should be the Solver Acid, right? Yeah, so essentially making the plutonium reactor that much stronger, and I feel like because we have a lot of attack speed, this should increase the pulse rate by the sub. So the sub is actually gonna go kind of ham. You guys know who's popping off as well? Churchill. He is popping these Warp Class Bloons by himself. It looks like we have this Spirit of Adventure artifact, which makes him level up about 45% faster, and I'm actually looking to upgrade that one as well because Churchill by himself is a really strong hero. It's not like the other heroes where you just, you know, they kind of fall off after a while. He is really strong in attacking. And here we are at our first mini boss. This is gonna be Blast the Populace with a goal of 55. So can we make this thing happen? All right, so let's actually think for a second with our placements. Let's not just place everything randomly. So go like this. I'm gonna get the darting as well. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea if we got the sub as well with the Liquefire Acid, so might as well just get it like this. And by the way, placing all the towers here because I want to have the village as well. And then I wouldn't even mind getting the ace and just getting it buffed, getting everyone buffed by like an alchemist, but I know that I'm asking a little bit too much, so let's get the alchemist first, get the AMD, and let's hit start. Alright, so we have an all-tower quickening common, or do we do a reroll? I think I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, let's just get like a 5% attack speed boost. That should be fine. All right, so doing fine. At pop number 5, we're gonna have a choice to make from one of these boosts. So hopefully we get something good. Military precision is gonna be really nice for everyone, I think. So let's just get it. I know it's only a common one. I would really like to get lucky with some of these boosts. Like if we hit like the legendary damage one, that is just gonna skyrocket our damage. Let's try and speed this thing up a little bit though. How do we want to proceed? Do we go for the submerged support or the ballistic? I think ballistic, right? All right, so we're at 14 pops and we need 25 for the common one and 55 for the legendary one. I'm also going to try and hit the rare one actually, but at 15 pops we're going to reevaluate what we're doing because we have about $9,000 modifiers, and we're gonna have an Insta Monkey choice now. So let's first off see what we can get. Oh, All Tower Precision rare one. Okay, so this is a good one to take, but I think I'm gonna reroll because I wanna try and fish for some Insta Monkeys. Alright, the 000 boat is actually really good because we can make this guy into a destroyer. So I'm actually gonna take this one. Alright, so let's take the boat, let's get it like this, get the destroyer up and running, set it on strong. Actually, I shouldn't have gotten the hot shot because it's gonna set the blast the populace on fire. Well, it actually doesn't work, but I think it progresses the heat bar a little bit faster. So go like this, get the jungle jumps for everyone, and I think it's time for the berserker burn, the strongest stim. Alright, so about halfway there and 25 pops. So if we continue this tempo, we are not hitting the legendary one. We're probably gonna hit the rare one, but not the legendary one. So I'm gonna be fine with the rare one, by the way, as well, just because we're playing off common artifacts mainly. Alright, so let's see what we get. Can we get some good Insta Monkeys? I think we're gonna reroll these guys and a 200 ninja. I don't like that. We get a Meteor Quickening, but let's skip it. Actually, see if we can fish for something better. Nope. I'm gonna do one more reroll. Oh my god, so bad these choices. One more reroll, but I'm gonna stop at this one. Oh yikes, we have absolutely nothing. Should have taken the military one. Okay, let's go for the inspiration. As 28 pumps, we get the level 3, so I'm gonna use level 3, the Churchill's level 3, because this is like the first time in a very long time that we actually get to use an ability. And Churchill is owning, guys. Level 14 on Churchill. That is amazing. I feel like he's doing a decent amount of damage himself to the boss, right? Should we try and buff up Churchill a little bit, actually, just because he's just such a powerhouse? Let's see what we get. All Tower Inspiration, Magic Precision. Let's do a reroll on these guys. Magic Inspiration. I'm gonna do one more reroll. Military Precision. Let's not risk it. Let's just take this one. 15% damage. We're gonna take that. And what else are we getting? I think we're gonna stay patient up to 35 pops, actually, and then maybe we can do a push for 40, but it doesn't look like it, honestly. Let's see if we can get some cool Insta Monkeys now. All Tower Quickening 001 Super. Do we take the Quickening for everyone? Let's do a reroll. Actually, let's take a risk. Military Precision. Yes, it was worth it. Alright, 20% more damage. Let's just try and be patient with this one. Maybe we're gonna hit 40 pops. I mean, that's gonna be the rare one. How do we speed up the damage? Do we like buy a first strike or something like that? We are gonna have the money for the bats in a second. Oh, level 10 ability available. Let's use it. This thing is gonna do a lot of damage because he's level 20 now. Look at this thing. This is actually, yes, I'm so happy. The level 10 ability, actually it's a level 20 ability now from Churchill, is gonna get us over the rare artifact mark. That is amazing. I'm telling you guys, if this boss wasn't Blast the Populace, we might have actually gotten the legendary one, because Blast the Populace stops your cooldowns and stops your towers from attacking for a second. Alright, that was amazing. Let's see now what are the rare artifacts that we have. Hopefully a little bit of character to our setup so far. So Swiftest to Business. Ninja Monkeys have 25% faster projectile speed and attack reload and ability cooldown reduced by 25%. Alright, so this is a ninja base. Once lower is harder, or projectile speed reduced 25%, but damage increased by 20%. I like this one, so this is probably the one that I'm gonna take. And then Full Broadside adds a 120 Buccaneer. This is gonna be nice just for the Insta Monkey that it adds. So I think we're gonna take slower is harder for this one, right? Yeah, let's just do a blanket buff on every single tower that we have. I don't mind the projectile speed getting reduced, and let's go for the first ever legendary tile, guys. I guess it's gonna be our second legendary artifact that we're gonna have, and we are not even gonna have to work that hard for it because it's only rounds 13 to 20. Yep, don't mind me, just cleaning house with Captain Churchill and our 420 Plutonium reactor, which has a 400 glue inside of it. Actually, it's not even like a 400. It's even stronger than a 400 glue when you think about it, because this sub has like an insane amount of pierce and it attacks super fast as well. So yeah, this is actually a really cool one with the sub artifact. Again, I've never used this one before, but we are gonna give it a shot if we get the chance. But there we go, our first ever legendary artifact. Let's see if we get something nice from this. Alright, this sucks. I'm sorry, I don't like any of these. 250 Ice? Come on, dude. Support Specialist. Support Monkeys' attack reload and ability cooldowns are reduced by 35%, and all other monkey categories have their pierce and ability cooldown speed reduced by 15%. I don't know about this one. I mean, we might want to take it, but we need to transform into a support-based lineup for this to make sense, and then the Mighty Mulligan, which is actually really nice. I think we go Support Specialist. We need to start building our setup around something, and that something is going to be Support Monkeys, and when we find the Dreadbloon artifact, this is going to work for everyone, I guess. Let's see what's in the first shop for this run. Again, a bunch of common ones. I see 2 that I like. Actually, it's not 2. I think it's 3 that I like. So the main damage of monkeys is reduced to 85%, but attack reload time is reduced by 15. This doesn't exactly do anything, but it's nice if you have like these attack modifiers, like crits and stuff like that. I would also like to get this one, the Dream Teams, which is going to pair up nicely with the Beast Handlers, because we just got the Support Specialist legendary one, so we can start playing around those guys as well. And I would also like to take Portability. You don't know where you're going to need a portable lake or a pontoon, and and I've learned my lesson. So I'm actually going to take this one. I'm going to take the, what was it called? Dream Teams. And then do we take the Gatling? Not yet, right? Or do we actually take it in preparation for the future? Yeah, let's actually do that. All right, now what do we want to trade off? Honestly, nothing. And I don't want to spend 24 tokens for this because there's a legendary one waiting for us. So let's give up on something. Let's give up on the Gatling, I think. Yeah, you know what? I think we're just going to have to do it with tokens. This hurts a lot because one legendary costs 18. So we're going to need at least 18 for the last shot, but I think we're going to make it there. All right, so if we were to enhance an artifact, I would love to do this one, Spirit of Adventure, or this one, Dream Teams, which is going to give a lot of extra attack speed to the beast handlers that we're supposed to get in the future. I don't think I'm going to be mentoring anything, and let's try and fish for a beast handler. Actually, let's try and fish for something like a middle path beast handler, although this one looks nice. It's a little bit expensive though, 11,000. All right, so no beast handlers here, so I think we're back to enhancing. So let's do, I think we're gonna do Spirit of Adventure. Let's make Churchill a little bit stronger. I really love him getting a little bit stronger. I feel like you can feel the power with Churchill especially, and probably not the other heroes because Churchill just works like that. He gets very strong when he's leveled up. Let's open up our first chest. Is this our first chest actually in this entire thingy? One chest? Yeah, so let's see what we get. So follow me. I like this one. I've tried it before. I don't think we were going for that type of setup. Tier 4 and higher sniper monkeys deal only 1 damage but immobilize mob class balloons briefly. I've never tried this before. This sounds fun. And then pops fire. When a balloon on fire is popped, it explodes. Now, can we set balloons on fire? Not looking like it. I'm just kind of going mentally through the setup that we have. It's mainly like, what, subs and darklings? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's take rubber bullets so we can trade off with the merchant later down the line because it is of the highest rarity. Look at this thing. Here's our boy, 032 Beast Handler. It is the dinosaur. I want to try this guy out, actually. This guy should be attacking pretty fast, and we are not even fully buffing him yet. So let me actually move this guy here. Let's see how he's doing. Oh yeah, he's doing amazing, isn't he? So we're only playing off of this. Oh my god, that was an entire mob. Is he gonna eat up the BFB by itself? Yikes, we need to play off of the Beast Handler ASAP. We need to find an insta monkey right now. Oh my god, the Spirit of Adventure plus the attack speed buffs that we have, and this isn't like even full power because some of the artifacts that we have are still common. There is a long way to go with these ones. Guys, we have to play off of this Beast Handler. This Velociraptor is insane. Look at this guy go. I know the hero is helping out a little bit. By the way, Churchill is super strong. We got the new Spirit of Adventure. He's level 10. Churchill is leveling like crazy. This is really good. I'm such a huge fan of Churchill because usually in my previous runs in Rogue Legends, I would completely disregard heroes. Like, I wouldn't care about heroes one bit. I would just not even place heroes like the future stages. Captain Churchill, however, seems to be really good because that's just the way that this hero works. And there it goes. It's round 29 of 29, and this was the last stage, or I should say the last blue encounter of stage number 2. So we get some tokens. How many? That's gonna be 3. That's really good. We are kind of missing tokens, and this shop is gonna have a legendary one. So let's see which one it is. Wait, that's not 1 legendary. It's 3 legendaries. Is it always work like this? I thought it was 1 only. That's crazy. Full broadside. Monkey Buccaneer can store up to 3 ability charges. Pierce and ability cooldown speed are increased by 70%. As a 020 Buccaneer, this one is absolute ability. Oh my god, just off of abilities, huh? And then what is this one? Flaming Hot Punch Rank. Oh my god, just the worst ones, huh? Okay, actually, no, never mind. We do get some really nice ones. The Unspoken Heroes, which is going to make support monkeys have a 1 in 10 chance to crit. This is going to be really important if we're playing off of the Beast Handler, so this is a no-brainer. Let's take this one. What else do we have? Father Morgana, Mermonkey Range. Yeah, this is the Mermonkey one. I don't like it. BB Gatling is giving us the BB Gatling again. Maybe this is going to be nice now in combination with the Unspoken Heroes, so let's actually take it. But you know what? We can just upgrade them further down the line. So let's go like this. Let's trade off the, what was this one called again? Rubber bullets, and then give 2 tokens, and this is going to be our final trade. Alright, so let's see if we can beat Bloonarius. Hopefully it's a good map. That's the most important thing. Alright, so guys, walking, and let's see what the map is going to be. Alright, so the map is going to be frozen over. I think we can manage this one. Yeah, let's hit start and let's see what we can make happen. Alright, so stage 2 Bloonarius. I'm not exactly sure what the spawns are going to be on each skull. Hopefully ceramics. And let's start it off like this. I want to get a discount village actually because I think it's going to be worthwhile. I'm really happy that we caught the corrosive torpedo darts because this up. Oh, look at its range, by the way. So let's get this emergent support, and if the spawns are small ceramics, they're all gonna get like the liquefier acid on them thanks to the sub, and they're gonna disappear. Churchill like this. We're gonna go for the darling and the ace again. So go like this. I'm gonna get the, can I fit the ace like this? Oh, that really? And let's get an alchemist, which is gonna be buffing both Churchill and the Darling. Upgraded to Berserker Brew. We have $8,000, but let's just chill for a second. Let's hit start and let's see. So we're dealing with 60,000 HP. The most important question is what the summons are gonna be, I think, and how fast we're just basically dealing with this boss. Actually, the answer to how fast are we dealing with the boss is not that fast, I don't think. It's 60k HP. This is probably the most important thing. Oh, we get a beast handler. Look at this guy. It's the Orca though. Do we take it? I think we're gonna take the Orca actually. We do have a lot of attack speed. Let's see what this guy summons. This is the most important thing, and I think it's ceramics. Alright, we can absolutely deal with ceramics. That's great. Let's get the Orca like this. I want to have it here in the top left spot, and let's just have it like this. Where's this little fish at? Let me have it. Oh, it actually reaches. All right, so I thought we were gonna have to move it or something like that, but we don't. Let's give everyone a little bit of attack speed. Wait, what's happening? Did we proc our skull? All right, what is happening? Is this the Orca? I think it might be. Let's set this guy to strong. Let's just watch the Orca. Oh yeah, is the Orca. Look at it go on the boss. All right, so we don't even have to go for the dinosaur actually. We can just go for like the top. Oh, it's critting. Wait, are you guys seeing that? Everything is crit. Look at this thing on the left side. That's crazy. So whenever it latches on, if it hits the crit, then every single hit is a crit. How does this thing work? That's crazy. What is this Orca doing? This is insane. Oh my god, this is destroying the boss by itself. Alright, so let's just make sure we don't lose to the small balloons. I think I'm gonna get the plutonium reactor. It's $3,000. We're gonna need a little bit of cash. Oh, wait a minute. This Orca is insane. Guys, I'm telling you, we are... does it even matter what we take? Let's just go military cooking. I don't even care at this point. Guys, I'm telling you, these beast handlers are insane. This thing is soloing the boss. I thought that we didn't have the damage, but nope, it just gives you an Orca, and this thing is owning the boss. That's crazy. Look at just this thing go. All right, we need beast handlers ASAP. Either dinosaurs or the top at the Orcas. This thing just soloed the boss in like what was it, like 30 seconds or something like that. All right, that was a really fast Bloonarius. Let's try and find ourselves some beast handlers now on stage 3. Let's see what the reward is gonna be. So it's gonna be the essence of Bloonarius for 1, and then what are the other ones? Oh, we get the mad. This thing is probably an auto win versus the majority of bosses. The problem is the price tag, 39,000. This is actually a really nice one. I especially like the Pierce aspect of it, but all monkeys tier 3 and lower, they're 1.5 times damage to Bloons, and if we can get the submergence support sub, which is tier 3, it's gonna apply the acid, plus it's gonna do 1.5 times damage. So let's take the essence of Bloonarius. I don't think that we're gonna be extracting anything, right? No, I think we're fine. Let's just hit skip and let's move on to stage number 3. This is crazy. This is the fastest route to a boss that I've ever seen. 3 encounters in total. 1, 2, 3. That's it. There's another path here at the bottom, by the way, which is a lot longer. It goes down to 2 paths as well, so you can take the left or the right side. If you go on the left side, you're gonna get a legendary one, so that's something to consider actually. And then if you go to the right again, you can hit 1 more legendary, but this one is under a minigame. Alright, so the thing that we need is campfires, so we can recruit beast handlers. And the majority of the campfires are on the right side, and that thing has like 15 encounters, so I'm not interested in that for sure. It doesn't make much of a difference if you take this path here or if you take the one at the top, because it's like 1 campfire for both of them anyway. So I'm gonna take a huge gamble, and this might make or break the entire run, but I'm gonna start here at the top. 3 encounters, only 2 chests, and then 1 shop at the back. Hopefully we can recruit a beast handler. What's the boss? It's gonna be Vortex. Alright, we should be able to deal with Vortex, right? I don't know. We have some towers that can defend from a distance, so let's see. First off, can we recruit a beast handler? This is probably the most important thing out of everything. So no beast handler on the first page and no beast handler on the second one. Yikes. Okay, but can we recruit something cool? I saw this guy, a 002 sniper. I think this one is gonna be nice specifically for Vortex because it can attack from a distance, right? So none of our towers are gonna get stunned. We can have it somewhere on the side. We have a bunch of military attack speed buffs. I think this is a good choice, guys. Let me take the 002 sniper. This is the craziest thing ever, but we're gonna play like 3 encounters. That's like like 15 rounds in total. I've never had this thing happen to me before. And by the way, let's start with Churchill. Look at the powerhouse that this guy is. Only Churchill, nothing else. Level 6, he is gonna destroy this thing by himself, right? Let me just give him an alchemist, get it to 301. Yep, just not even funny how strong this guy is. That's an entire Moab class balloon gone in an instant. Let me just give this guy a village as well, get the jungle drums going, and then if we have the money, I'm gonna get the strongest thing, but it doesn't look like it's necessary, honestly. Let's just get whatever at this point, because Churchill is... Oh, that was 45 WAP. Gone. So usually in Rogue Legends, we're fishing for like good towers and we're trying to upgrade them, but let me tell you guys something. Churchill plus Spirit of Adventure artifact goes ham. Defends by himself. I've not had any issues, and this is stage 3 that we're playing in. You don't have to fish for towers, you can just have like a really strong hero, it seems like, and that's just 3 tokens. Okay, so we're at least getting super lucky with the tokens, and we're gonna open another chest. Okay, so let's see what's in this one. We are probably gonna need some either support monkey buffs. Alright, take a look at this one. Tier 3 and higher engineers have pierce reduced by 60%, but convert Bloons to gold. This is a money-making machine, I think. That's a 011 NG, and you know what? We have a lot of support buffs, so I'm actually gonna take this one. Alright, let's remove something. What is it gonna be? Let's start off with this 011 sub. I've not bought this guy once, I don't think. Alright, Bloon carry number 2, 18 to 25. That should be a fast one. Let me place Churchill, but let me place the NG as well here towards the start, I think. Yeah, it should be fine if I have it like this. So what are we giving it? Pin, double gun, and let's see how much money this guy's gonna make, I guess. Is someone on the mats on this guy, by the way? Like, does it actually make sense getting him into your roster? Because you do need to upgrade him. It's tier 3 NGs and higher that can convert Bloons to gold. So you actually need to spend a little bit of money. So is it like worth it? I mean, I'm seeing $10,000, around 22, but we started at 18, so I guess it's not nothing, but I really don't have a gauge on how strong this actually is. Also, because you're trying to spread this rubber to gold effect, I mean, you should have him on close, right? It seems to be defending pretty well by itself. It has like 12,000 pops. How much is Churchill at? Churchill's at 22, but come on, this guy's like half the pops. Is a 023 NG. Guys, I'm telling you, we are onto something with these support monkeys. We have to play around them. The artifacts that we have for them are just crazy at this point. Alright, so hopefully a good amount of tokens after this one. Only one. That's fine. We're gonna take it. We have an art chest though, so hopefully something good in this one. I like any of these. Sticky situation. Primary is deal 1.5 times damage to glue balloons. Confolding expelling. Magic monkey is deal 2 times damage to trust and stun balloons, and then slipped on the peel, which is gonna give us a banana farm, and banana farms and Benjamin, which we don't have, are gonna slow balloons in their radius. Alright, let me just take, I guess, this one slipped on the peel because Vortex is the next boss, and we can place a banana farm, which is gonna help us slow down the balloons that are coming out of Vortex, because Vortex speeds them up a little bit. So let's go like this. Let's remove this 021 sub. Alright, so last encounter, this is gonna be on a water park, and again, this is super crazy, guys. 3 encounters only. I've never had this thing happen. By the way, even though we're buffing our support monkeys, our militaries are really strong still, because we haven't gotten rid of any of the military artifacts yet. So let me just show you guys how much attack speed this ace has. I'm gonna send it to Cinderpat and just watch all these pineapples. Look at how he's dropping them thanks to this insane attack speed. Have you guys ever seen this thing? I saw it first in stage 1, but it wasn't as insane as this one. It was like they were a little bit more spaced out, so we got so much more attack speed for this guy. He's just laying it all on the ground. By the way, I know that took the magic quickening. It really doesn't matter at this point because our ace and Churchill are destroying this thing. So let me just give this guy the strongest stim. This is the last round, so after this one we are on to the last shop, and then we're on to Vortex, and I think we should have a good chance in dealing with Vortex. We're still only at stage 3, so not, going into like the depths of Rogue Legends. We still have a little bit of time is what I'm saying to get ourselves a beast handler. That's 3 tokens. That's really nice. And let's see what awaits us in this final shop, and then let's go on to Vortex. We got it, boys. Look at this guy. Cornered beasts. Beast handlers tier 3 and higher have 20% more range and attack faster the more balloons in radius, but adds a 021 beast handler to your party. We got him. Let's get it. Let's also get the growing steady, because eventually we're gonna face Dread Balloon, and we want to be ready for that with 2 types of monkey categories. So this one is gonna be the magic and the support ones. And then do we need anything else? Probably not yet. I think this is the time in which we can slowly transition off of the military ones and just going to support and magic ones. But I do have this one, which is unification. It makes primaries count as all monkey categories. We don't have a lot of primaries in our roster, so I don't mind trading that one off. And I think that's about it. I don't think we want to be trading anything off. The most important thing for this specific boss is gonna be a lot of tokens, by the way, but the most important thing for this boss is that we keep our beast handler at tier 3, so that we get both the benefit from Bloonarius, but the benefit from this artifact that we just got as well. And let's actually remove 2 towers now. So what are those 2 gonna be? I think this sniper plus this starting dart monkey, we're gonna be at 10, but the roster is gonna have to change in stages 4 and 5, right? Alright, so let's see what the map Vortex is on. Quarry. Ooh, this might be a tricky one actually. So let's do it like this. First off, let us have the village like, somewhere like this, I think, because it's gonna be a discount village, again, like the previous boss. Get Churchill like this, attacking both of these straight lines. Let me have the beast handler like this, so we have a lot of maneuverability with the beast itself. Let me upgrade the beast to the Velociraptor. We should probably get a banana farm just to slow the balloons down, but we're starting to take up a level of space, so let's just have it like this. And then let's get our trusty Dalton, I'm pretty sure. So let's have it like this. Go to the Hydra Rocket Pods, get both of these guys an alchemist in the range of the discount village. I think we're ready, guys. Alright, so let's start this thing and let's see what we can make happen. So Vortex is going to have 90,000 HP. Let's just first off see how much damage this beast handler can do. Can I actually have it on the top side? It's gonna be really important. I think I saw a little bit of a spot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so how much damage does this beast handler do to the boss? It's attacking kind of, you can't see it because it's behind the health bar, but I can see the crits though. I can see this guy critting like crazy. That's amazing. Okay, so maybe we can drop the NG actually now that I think about this. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually have the NG like this. Let's try and make some money off of the NG as well. Keep it on what, on close or something like that. That should be fine. Support precision, that is a very good one for starters. We did get the beast handler stunned though, so oh, that's not the best sign. Let's try and get the dinosaur towards the right side so he starts attacking the boss a little bit earlier. I'm gonna keep the dinosaur on strong, by the way. And how are we doing with the underlying rounds, by the way? Because it seems like we do have the damage, but it's gonna take a little bit of a while, it seems like, because it's around 28 and we started on 25. So if we get into like these mid 30s, this is not gonna look the best, honestly. Let's get the altar precision, by the way, 8% damage. Oh, and we didn't get stunned this time. That's really good. This one is not gonna be range of the village. I think that's completely fine. Let's get another Velociraptor. So do we merge it up or do we get two of these guys? I'm gonna try and have two on screen. Let's just see how much damage two are gonna do. Oh, look at this one, 204 Darling. Let's select. Yeah, how exactly are two Velociraptors gonna do versus a boss? I'm gonna drop in the Darling as well, and I'm just looking to not just go super crazy with all of these rounds because it's round 30 and 35 has DDTs, but two Velociraptors seem to be doing the thing by themselves. Yeah, they're absolutely winning. Let me just see if I can find something good. Altar Quickening seems very good. We are about to get the money for the Darling that we just got as a drop, so I'm gonna have the Darling again here on the side, and I'm gonna lock it in place like this. Oh, look at everyone go. These guys are just destroying it. Let's get the Altar Precision as well. Let's use Churchill's level 10 ability, by the way. Let's see how much damage this thing is gonna do. Can you actually notice it in the HP bar? I think you can a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this was a great drop, by the way. The 204 Darling that we got, this was amazing. 25,000 pops, and it's been on the screen for like, what, 2 HP bars or something like that. We do have a lot of military buffs, so it's expected. Let's get the support quickening for more attack speed on our beast handlers. But yeah, let's be honest, we would have done this thing with like one single beast handler even. I am pretty sure one single Velociraptor would have been more than enough, but you do want to speed things up a little bit so that you don't go into like these crazy rounds. There we go. That is Vortex, and guys, we just got super lucky. That was the most insane risk that you can take by taking the path with only 3 balloon encounters, but we did actually find a beast handler, and there we go. Everything is working out so far. We have some great artifacts. Alright, so here goes Vortex, and let's see what are the instants that we are getting. So Essence of Vortex, there are 5 monkeys at level 20 heroes, knock back mob class balloons on hit, and a 10% chance to blow back regular balloons. I'm actually considering skipping this thing. 500 attack for 25 sounds fun, honestly, but we're not exactly into primaries in this specific run. And then a 150 Bob, which is essentially, I don't want to call this guy game winner, but there's like this artifact that makes like this guy do like 6 times as much damage. So I probably want to take this one, right? The 150 Palm, which is for fun, I guess. And I was actually thinking of extracting an artifact from this one. I was thinking of getting this one back home. I really like the Alchemist, really like it that it adds an Alchemist, and these guys are super useful. But in this specific run, we're playing off of Beast Handlers, and those guys can all be Alchemized, so not exactly that much use off of it right now. So let's extract this one, get it back home. And there goes stage 3, 26 minutes. That is probably the fastest stage I've ever won with only 3 balloon encounters. Alright. And this is stage 4, and we're gonna end this video off right here. So for the next one, we're gonna be playing stages 4, and if we defeat this one, stage 5. So stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching for this one, and I'm gonna see you all very, very soon.